We had lots of friends who did lots of stuff, but we all forgot what it was, except for this one thing I just randomly remembered. Okay, so this is the story of Wes rappelling off a third-story balcony while wearing a bathrobe and being tethered only to a mostly naked Alex. So every couple of years we try to take a guy's trip up to a mountain cabin either in Gatlinburg or Helen. Well, one year we had a ton of guys interested in going, so we got this huge cabin just outside of Pigeon Forge. And this place was awesome. It had like infinity bedrooms and a game room and 3 different balconies and a hot tub and a fantastic view. So anyways, this year Lance actually found he didn't have a gig and was able to come and join us. Now, Lance is a concert rigger, which is one of the guys who puts stuff up in the air and makes sure it stays there. And he's worked for people like Britney Spears and Rush and Cher and Cheyenne. So anyway, he had just gotten a new harness and wanted to try it out, so he brought it to the cabin. So he's hooked up to the spliced beeline and is anchored securely to the porch using a proper half-hitch granny's knot. And he's just hanging 50 feet up in the air drinking a quote-unquote beer. And we're all pretty much in awe and trying not to show it, but when Wes thinks something is cool, he's just gotta try it for himself. So the next morning, while Lance is still asleep, Wes grabs the climbing gear and tells Alex, who's just hopped out of the shower, to follow him. So Wes is wearing his bathrobe and boots and gloves, and Alex is literally naked except for a towel that he is using one hand to hold up around his waist. So we find them out on the porch, excitedly getting ready to accidentally kill each other. And the rope is supposed to be anchored securely to the porch, and then you use the clove-hitch carabine or spliced beeline to control your descent. Well, they had the rope wrapped around Alex's waist, and he's supposed to gently lower Wes to the ground. And we're all like,
"Y'all, this is a bad idea, okay?"
But I kept shushing them so that I could take pictures, and so over the rail Wes goes. Oh, side note, keep in mind what we were all doing during this. I was sitting there taking pictures, Eric was sitting on the lower deck just watching and laughing, and Trumbull was sitting in the hot tub happily enjoying a cigar and completely ignoring them. Well, Alex immediately starts yelling in pain as the rope tightens around his waist and tries to cut him in half, and Wes's expression is alternating between "I'm gonna die" and "this is so epic, I'm just like James Bond." So somehow Alex hulks up and manages to lower Wes safely to the ground, and aside from some bad rope burns, everything was fine. Except Lance had to hide his rappelling gear. And the best part, everyone was 100% sober. And that's the story of Wes rappelling off a balcony wearing only a bathrobe and being tethered to a naked Alex.